Welcome to day 62 of Savage Cash. Here with me, Superman, your superhero cryptocurrency expert. In today's video, I am actually doing a U-turn on what I said I was going to cover today. I said I was going to cover this Bitcoin soft fork, hard fork thing happening on the 1st of August, but I've changed my mind. I am going to be covering ICOs. Why? Because ICOs have gotten out of hand. There's literally one happening, literally a new one being launching every day, if not 3 a day. I'm getting people asking me in my group, in cryptocurrency circles, friends of mine, they're saying, what do you think of this ICO? What do you think of that ICO? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? And it's just like, it's like, bloody hell, there's so many, I can't even manage to keep on top of it. Okay, now, it started off with ICOs being founded on really good projects. Now, if you don't know what an ICO is, an ICO stands for Initial Coin Offering. It means an opportunity to buy the coin before it goes out to the general market, before it goes on an exchange. Typically, an ICO helps fund the project. It helps allow the developers behind a project to be able to make the coin more valuable in exchange for some tokens at an amazing price. Okay, now, ICOs really should make coins available to you at the best price because there's no community, there's no value, a lot of the platforms haven't been developed, and in which case, you are essentially being given the best price now to thank you for helping the founders create something special for the future. So, in theory, you should be getting the best prices for your, commitment to a particular project. Okay, they give you at the best price. So, I mean, I saw a video yesterday. Somebody brought out a video. Actually, it was a friend of mine that brought out the video. And he said, when is the best time to get involved in an ICO? And he said, in a year's time. Essentially, when the coin has had time to prove itself and gain some value. Okay, that's what he said. Now, I am going to categorically disagree. In my opinion, the best time to get involved in an ICO is at the very beginning, and for the exact reasons I just gave you. It's a little bit like IPOs in the stock market, okay? It's called the initial public offering, and it's when a stock is made available to people like early birds or people within a small community, so they get the best price. So, in theory, unless you are being completely swindled, unless you're looking at the price of a particular coin at ICO stage and you're thinking, what the hell? I'm not going to pay $20 for an ICO. This thing hasn't even been proven yet, right? Unless you get a price like that, most of the time you are going to be investing in something really dirt cheap before it has a chance to gain value, okay? Thus giving you the ability to make humongous gains in the future. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of getting involved at ICO stage. Now, I actually talk about an ICO I invested in around a few weeks ago when it was at an amazing price. And you can learn about that in my cryptocurrency investment course 2017. Now, actually today, only today, did I tell my group about another ICO which I think has the potential to solve tons of problems with the cryptocurrency world. This is going to be a game changer, in my opinion. This ICO is going to be a game changer, and I told my group about it, and they agreed, okay? They're now quite knowledgeable. I've got about 4,500 people in my community, and they've all taken this course. They all understand what to look for in a coin, and they looked at this coin that I presented to them, and they loved the idea, and I loved the idea. When I first saw it, I thought, wow, this is going to be big. Okay, and I got involved in the ICO, and a lot of my students have now also gotten involved in the ICO. So if you want to know what that ICO is, basically, just take this course, you will get invited to the group, and you will be able to find out every trade I am making, every ICO I am investing in. Because I'm not investing in lots of ICOs. People are saying, Superman, what do you think of iDice? Superman, what do you think of Tezos? Superman, what do you think of 10x? Superman, what do you think of Ong Social? Superman, what do you think of Wager? And the fact is, I can't give an answer for everything because, that would involve me essentially having no life because there's an ICO being released all the time. Okay? Now, the case in point that I want to give you with Eros and why the best time to buy an ICO, to buy a coin is during ICO stage, is Eros as an example. Okay, now when EOS first came to market, it came to market at about 80 cents. Well, it started at $1, went down to about 80 cents. That was when I told my group, get on EOS if you haven't already. Okay, now they had a really weird token distribution method, okay, where essentially you were putting money in and contributing to the ICO, but you didn't know how many coins you're actually getting. Okay, but it was all based on how many people were contributing with you, and how much would depend on how many coins you got in exchange. Now, when I claimed my tokens back into my wallet, I found out I paid 40 cents a coin. 40 cents! Okay, and now, well, it got up to $5.40, which was essentially about 14 times what I invested in. 14 times gain. Now, I didn't sell my EOS because I think EOS, based on what it is, based on the scalability and the speed and efficiency of it, I think when this develops a community, this is going to go and skyrocket. This is going to be one of those majors. I see this easily being in the 3-figure club. And I'm going to give a stuff about this total supply, because a lot of cryptocurrencies came out with a massive supply and then reduced it completely, meaning that the market cap actually was a lot more valuable and the coin just rose in value. So I don't care right now about this, about what it is, but I do think EOS has some amazing potential. And I'm all in with EOS. I personally do not want to sell this, because I think that 15 times gain or 14 times gain isn't a lot compared to where I want to be. I don't want to make, a few, 10,000. I don't want to make 50,000 or so. I want to make a lot more than that. And so in which case, I'm going to keep my money in. I'm in on this one. And to an extent, I do agree with my friend about ICOs in a year's time, because I think in a year's time, it'll be even more valuable, but you buy at ICO stage, as long as the price is right. Now, Polybius, that today was released. Polybius aims to create a regulated bank for the digital generation. It aims to be the cryptocurrency bank, for God's sake. This is huge for the industry. Okay, now you bought the ICO at $10 a token. I thought that was quite high. I thought it was quite dear. But given how ambitious the project is, I actually think that $10 will be nothing in future. Now, on Mercatox, it's also available on Yobit. This has been selling for anywhere between $12 to $14, up to $20. And that is within hours of it basically being released. But where I have an issue is with ICOs like this. Okay, this is the useless Ethereum token. Now, you may not have heard of the useless Ethereum token, but it is essentially a non-coin. Okay, it's based on Ethereum, fine, but it actually does nothing. It's just a bunch of people buying and selling it. Okay, you're just trading it. There's no value. There probably will never be value. And I think the whole point from this founder is that he doesn't want it to have any value. He's actually taking the complete mick out of the whole ICO situation, because there have been so many launched. He goes, let's be honest, everyone's tired of ICOs. So basically he's brought out this one, which is different and basically offers absolutely no value. No value. No expectations of gains. Okay, he's being very frank. Okay, and I mean, you can even see here, there's been 48,000 Ether contributed. And he goes, I had a feeling someone would waste their money. Contributions in USD, enough to buy 10 televisions. He doesn't care. He doesn't care how he's perceived. He thinks that the people buying this are just stupid. But he feeds off people wanting to get rich in the whole ICO era. Tokens issued, 10,000 tokens. Look at all those useless tokens, he says. Okay, yet, and the stupid thing is if we have a look at useless Ethereum token, $24. I mean, come off it, yeah? Look, token distribution. Basically, for every one Ethereum, which is about $250 at the moment, you get 100 completely useless tokens, yeah? So that's $2.50 for a token that does nothing. Yet, for everybody who bought $2.50, this has gone up 10 times. 10 times. Just like that. On nothing. It's been released, it's only just been released. And that is just stupid. And it actually reached earlier today, $58. That's over 20 times gain. 20 times gain. If you put 100 behind this, you'd now have, $2,000. That's just stupid. This is based on nothing. There's no platform. There's nothing. This is a joke. And it goes back to things like Doge and stuff like that. It's a joke. It doesn't actually solve any real life problems. It doesn't help the cryptocurrency community in any way. It's nothing. It's just a tradable coin. And yet people are getting stinking rich over something ridiculous. Okay? And the same could actually be said for Eros. Now, Eros is going to be available in 4 days' time for $1. There's going to be only 10 million available. And this hasn't even been marketed. They haven't marketed this coin. A bit like Usus Ethereum token. This was hardly marketed. Yet, it has gone all over the place. It's mentioned in every single cryptocurrency group that I am involved in, simply because of its novelty value, simply because it's attention grabbing, simply because it's shocking, it's ridiculous. And that is why it's getting spread like wildfire. These guys don't have to do any marketing. It's absolutely perfect. They don't have to create a platform, create an ambitious plan, create a white paper, none of this stuff. All they have to do is literally say, this is a joke. This is a stupid coin, it serves no purpose, and let everybody else do the work for them. It gets spread around every cryptocurrency community there is, and then all of a sudden, when this comes to market, bang! $50 stupid for something that costs $2.50 and has no value. Eros, this I don't even know how implementable it is. It's basically buying prostitutes, okay? Now, you look at this interface, which actually is a pretty decent looking interface, right? You can see the girls are from San Francisco, Palo Alto. This isn't even legal there. Okay, it's not even legal in Oakland or Palo Alto or San Francisco. It's not legal. How are they expected to actually create something out of this? There's few places like Amsterdam where this is actually legal. In which case, this will serve very little value, even though they've thought about this and they've got some pretty nice interfaces. It's like an Uber for the sidewalk. But I don't think it's even going to be implementable. Yet, this has been in every single cryptocurrency group I have seen. Literally because it's just so unbelievable that such ICO exists. That I have no doubt, following on from Usus Ethereum token, this is going to be worth a lot more than $1 the day of the ICO. The day of the ICO goes out to general market, this is going to be massive. Massive. Well more than $1. Okay, this is going to probably be in the 50s again. Just like useless was it? Because everybody now knows about this, and so the hype will follow it up until it gets released, whenever that happens. And this is going to make people money. So if you want to get in on the action, then you've got to make sure you set your alarm for this, because this is going to be massive. And purely based on novelty factor. That's ridiculous. That's the ridiculous thing. But there are only really certain ICOs that are worth investing in. And certainly, the one that I invested in today that's available to all group members is there. As soon as you join the community, you will see the exact ICO and you will know exactly what to do in order to get in on it. And I would recommend you get in on it, because this one is going to basically solve a lot of the troubles in the cryptocurrency area. It's going to help lots of people that even come to me with this issue. Okay, so this is a really investable ICO, and all you need to do is just pay a measly $10, and you're probably going to even be, $10 is nothing really. You're probably going to be spending a good $1,000, $10,000 on this ICO, so $10 is nothing really. Okay, but it's worth definitely knowing about, because I'm not going to be really telling anybody about it. But the whole ICO situation has gotten out of hand, and I wanted to talk about it because, there are so many. And if you ask me, what do I think of, Kin, the Kick Messenger ICO coming out? What do you think of On Social? What do you think of this? Okay, lots of them have some, good aspects to it. Lots of them could be huge, okay? But the fact of the matter is that the ones that actually do really well at the moment are the ones that are the, I suppose, anti-establishment coins. These are the ones that aren't even attempting to make anything more efficient, more quick, solve real-life problems, solve the cryptocurrency problems, solve any issue, make any contribution, really, to the world at all. Nothing. I mean, all these are novelty coins, yet, you know, this is going to go... This is massive, and it's ridiculous, really. Frankly, it's ridiculous. But you can buy it. You can buy it right now. Get on it if you want to get if you know, just a minute ago, before, you know, it jumped to $24, it was actually $13. So you could have already made twice gain in the space of seconds with this. And so yeah. So that is ICOs today. What do you think of ICOs? What ICOs are you invested in? There are 2 ICOs I've invested in that you don't know about, and you will find out about in the cryptocurrency investment course, because I have let you know about my other 3. Polybius, Civic, Eros. Okay? And they, I think, are going to be brilliant for the wider world. I think they are going to be tremendously valuable. So, I hope that you've enjoyed day 62 of Savage Cash. I hope that you can get some Savage Cash out of the ICOs that are currently available and get in at ICO stage. Don't wait a year, because that is a missed opportunity when you could have got it at a much better price. I've been Superman. I will see you in the next episode.